Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So I have cleared stage 26. Took me quite a few attempts, but I managed to do it. I must have taken 10-15 attempts, who knows, maybe more. But I have done it so many times that I can give you a good idea of how to clear it with the standard INES build. So I was thinking of, making a few changes, but I tried to do it. I tried to get the mechanics and the movement right to see if I can clear it, and I managed to get it. So what I'll do with this guide is I'll do a walkthrough of my run, and I'll give you some checkpoints. So basically, at different stages of the mission, I'll tell you that, okay, at this point you should have 12 minutes remaining. At this point you need to have 8 minutes remaining, so that you can figure out if you are behind or ahead of the time, and that way you may not want to waste too much time and try to clear it as quickly as you can. So for example, if you are 30-40 seconds behind the time I recommend, then maybe it's not worth it. If you are 20 seconds ahead, great, you may have some margin for error. Now, it goes without saying that we do not have the luxury of dying even once in this setup, so try not to die. This is the Slayer set. I don't have a great max MP here. If you can get max MP in gold, that would be ideal. Reactor, I have a skill critical hit damage, skill effect range. The most powerful one should be skill critical hit damage and the Legion of Darkness, additional damage against Legion of Darkness. If you can get hold of one of those, you will probably do the most damage. I couldn't get one, so I just did it with my standard mobbing reactor. You can also have tech skill power boost ratio, that should also help you. Cooldown might also help. So, okay, enough talking. Basically, same build as the usual. We are not going to use a lot of gun. So, Secret Garden is again the same build. I put some electric related, chill related stuff here just to make life easier. Core I have, but I'll only briefly use the gun on one or two elites just to finish them off and save a little time. But we are mostly relying on skills as usual because we need speed. There is a lot to go through. Okay, so I'll now move over to my VOD and I'll show you the run and talk you through it. All right, so here we are. First thing, you need to use your second ability so that you can get your inversion perks and your secret garden pest control up so that you can start with a little more extra damage right from the beginning. Now you can stand in the corner and either use your beam rifle to break the shield or just use your first ability. We are mostly going to be using our first, and when we have the option of using the fourth, we'll use that. So jump around, stay close to the enemy, because that is the key here. With the first ability, the bouncing thing, the closer you are, the more damage you do. At this point, just go to the left here because these guys will, kill you very quickly. So just use the cover. You have to stick to walls, stay close to enemies, and just skirt around them as much as you can. So there should be like 2 or 3 big elites here. Try to kill them quickly. Don't worry too much about time. We have about 2 minutes to clear this section. Okay. So after these guys will die, a bunch of them will spawn on the ground on the left here. So now you can drop your fourth and try again. You have to stay a little close. Now be careful of the ones, the grenadiers, I think they're called. They throw a sort of sticky bomb at you. So you have to try and avoid that. The one here, just make sure you don't get hit with that, otherwise you're in trouble. So you could go with like more HP just to survive in case you get hit, but moving around is more important in my opinion. Just try to run around and you can see I got hit there. Those guys will kill you in like 2 shots, even if you go there with like 20k health or something. You have to just try and run and use the cover. If you get a chance to use some cover, great. Now at this point you should have 13 minutes remaining. You can see I have about 13:22, so I'm about a little ahead, about 20 seconds ahead. So that is good. So you can save a little bit of time by doing this. Okay, so at this point you're good. Drop your fourth over here. Not a lot of enemies here, at least on this platform. Just this vulgar slave guy. This is the one who's a little irritating. It takes a little time to go down. Again, use these sides here around the stairs, and again it's the same vulgar war slave. Just deal with him. Stay close to him, but don't get hit by him. He doesn't do that much damage. He'll just attack you with the hands. Now over here there are a lot of enemies, so try to draw them back towards you. Don't go out into them because you'll be surrounded, you'll get stuck, and they have those powerful shotguns that destroy you. So try to see if you can clean up a bit. Don't worry about time. Just don't expose yourself out in the open. So use this stairs here and just try to kill this guy. And yeah, you should be good. Okay, now across the other side, you'll have more enemies that have just spawned. Again, try not to go out in the open. See if you can draw them towards you. Use these pillars here to do damage around them. This section I ended up taking a little longer because that 20 seconds that I had saved up, I managed to mess that up quite badly here. I did not die, but I still ended up losing a lot of time. So all that extra time that I had saved, not only did I mess that up, I actually was even slower. Okay, so once again, you can hang back a little bit. These guys, the elite walking artillery, living artillery, these guys are dangerous, so be careful. Also, I find it annoying that we have these indoor bombardments from these guys, so it's pretty annoying because you think, okay, you're safe here, and then still bombardment on your head. Now this is the part where it took a little longer because I got hit a couple of times, so I had to run around and pick up some health. I probably took 20 to 30 seconds longer here, which was a shame. But yeah, we don't have the luxury of dying once. So at this point, you should be around 11 minutes and let's say 15, 20 seconds. You can see I'm about 11 minutes here. When you reach this point, when you have the green symbol saying you have to go here. This guy, he actually stuck me with the grenade, which is why I was going back to get some health. And this is literally the first time I got stuck with the grenade from this guy. Now at this point here, again, you have to be pretty quick. We are a little late, as you can see here. So you'll see I'll probably rush out to take care of this guy. Yeah, okay. Now we drop our fourth, and there are a lot of people here. Open room, try to stay behind the box and see if you can take out as many as you can. One of the elites will come closer. If they come too close, you'll have to get out of here. So you can see this guy's come up and he might kill me. So I use the mid-air grapple and just try to get out. This is very risky. If you can get started behind that big box, you can save a lot of time. But yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, I managed to survive. Over here, again, pick up the health, go around the boxes. Now this part is okay. You should have at least 10 minutes, in my opinion, around here. So you can see I'm about 5-6 seconds behind when you clear this room. So before entering this one, so you can see I don't even care for this guy. I'm just moving ahead because he'll come back, and your bouncing thing, it'll hit them at the back as well. Again, here there's normally a grenade guy here, the one who sticks it, but on this occasion I did not see him, so maybe he got killed or something. But normally I see a grenade guy here. Anyway, there's this Vulgus. We got rid of him. Another one should come through here. Again, you can hide behind this box or just back out a bit down the stairs here. Just make sure you clear him. Again, we are targeting 9 minutes after this guy is done. So we are doing fine here. Now, you can either rush in, which is not something I would advise. If you can sort of go straight ahead and on to the right if you have the mid-air grapple, or you can just do what I'm doing here, is just stand here and try to clear this. You have time, so you can try and clear as much as you can. There'll be a second batch over here now. Now I misjudged here. I thought I had cleared this. There's another lot here, and I kind of messed it up big time. But yeah, you can sort of, I don't know if they come back. I can't remember, but you can go up the stairs or just stay around here like I did. But I was taking too much damage, and I was worried I might die because, again, like I said, we don't have the luxury of dying even once. So anyway, just try to take them out. You have to be closer to them, remember, because staying further back, your first ability, the things will not bounce as quickly. So try to be close to them so that you can do some damage here. Okay, now this part here, you should have these guys. Once you clear these guys, you should have 8 minutes remaining. So I'm a little slower here. You can see here, this guy, he takes a little time, so trying to clear him. And yeah, we are about 10 seconds behind. Now you can clear this here, and on the right you'll have a room with 3 shielded enemies. You can again clear those guys with your beam rifle or just use this. Again, I messed up. I shouldn't have walked inside, but I was in a rush because I was trying to make up those 10 seconds that I lost. And around here, you have this guy here. So again, we clear it. You can see 7:20, 22. You should have at least 7:30 here, 7.5 minutes. And again, my fourth is not ready. So if you come here with your fourth ready, that also saves you a lot of time. Also, you can just stick to this wall in the corner and use your cue because it goes through the wall. Useful tip, I suppose. Again, you drop your fourth, do more damage. Keep an eye for any of those elites coming through the door. Once you clear this, the boss will spawn. Okay, so again, I rushed a little bit because I'm trying to get to the boss. Now at the boss, you need a minimum, in my opinion, of 1 minute 40 remaining up on the first bar, or 6:40 over here. So I was doing okay. Now you can see how much damage I'm doing. I'm doing 209,000 to the boss with the hit. And if you get something like this number with your setup, 190,000, I've seen somebody put 190,000. If I was not using the emergency measures, I was also getting 190 with my other mod, the amplification range control, whatever it is, or the range. So yeah, try to clear this. Again, like I said, you need a minimum 1 minute 40 extra to kill the boss. So yeah, 6:40, 6:45, 6:50, 7 minutes. If you walk into this room having cleared everyone and only the boss is remaining, and the boss has spawned, and you have 7 minutes to go without dying, you are in a good spot. Now you have to just stick to the cover because you do not have the health to even peek at the boss and try to shoot at him. So yeah, just make sure he doesn't have an angle to shoot at you. Just use and stay as close to him as possible behind this piece of cover. This is the best piece of cover. Now something funny happens. You'll notice he comes up, and I'm just pressing my first ability like a madman trying to clear it. You can see 20 seconds to go, and I run out of MP. Now I could have just waited a couple of seconds and I would have had it back. So you can see I'm waiting here, and then I said, okay, let's just shoot him. And I shot him. This is like, I think, one of the only times I used the gun. And there we go. That is the Void Erosion Purge done. Stage 26. Again, I could have tried to build up a gun, get my secret garden to higher levels, and 952. Now you can see here, this is why I said we don't have the luxury of even dying once, because 24 seconds here and we are over. I had a misfortune once where I was comfortably doing, in fact my time was better, but at the boss stage here, I just somehow, he threw his fire and I just caught fire and I died. Otherwise I would have had an even better time. And so yeah, so this is basically the setup. Again, we are mostly relying on skills. If you can get past 26 like here, 27 is easier because I cleared it on my first attempt. 28, the enemies get very spongy. So I'll try and work on that maybe tomorrow or something. And once I can figure out, because I don't know how we can get any more damage. Because the problem isn't the damage we do with the guns and stuff. The problem is we cannot even take a moment to step out and shoot at them because their guns will one-shot you. And they have a lot of health. So you have to shoot at them. And unless there's like a hole or we are hiding in a trench or something and taking shots, because we'll also get hit. So we have to come up with a solution. But yeah, 26 is done. You will have some unlucky moments where you'll finish like me with 10 minutes and 20 seconds, 10 minutes and 15 seconds, 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I had a lot of those until I finally managed to get it out of here. But yeah, hopefully this was useful. Hopefully the video isn't too long. Thank you for watching. If you did, good luck. Let me know how you're doing.